We've always got leftoid bitches to look at.
Oh, good.
Honestly, things are so bad right now. The only thing that's getting me by is knowing that I'm not one of those women that allowed their husband, father, boyfriend to tell them who to vote for. In fact, if a man tells me who to vote for, I'm voting for the opposite. Because if history has taught us anything, it's that men don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, tell that to all of the British queens who declared war like 30% more than the kings.
First of all, every fucking thing that a woman enjoys on the average day was invented, built by, and maintained by a man.
Amen.
Straight up.
Maybe women.
And if feminism was all about equality, they'd be cracking the whip on these bitches to work in power lines and oil wells and, you know, crab pots, boats. But they don't. They send these bitches to college. They get out of college and they automatically think they deserve some type of leadership fucking role without paying any fucking dues.
Hell to the no.
Fuck off.
Just suck it.
Fuck the hell off.
I mean, if a crack whore was personified and, you know, given a nose ring and glasses that are too big for her face so that she can explain to you why you're wrong about everything, and obviously we all need to listen to her. Here we go. 1 minute and 43 seconds of sheer philosophical wisdom.
Y'all keep saying that Trey Reed's death wasn't a lynching, but a suicide. And you keep using the words committed suicide, which is driving me up the wall, but that's for another video. You keep saying that the authorities and the coroner ruled it as a suicide, failing to recognize that coroners and authorities have worked side by side with white supremacists for years. It wouldn't be that hard for them to cover something like this up. But all that aside, let's entertain the idea for a moment that Trey Reed died by suicide. Can anyone tell me why a young black man living in Mississippi would choose to kill themselves? This is the part where everyone will blame his mental health
every day.
and say that he had depression. This is exactly how the pathologization of suicide is used to uphold oppressive thinking and oppressive systems. You all are not ready to acknowledge the fact that suicide is political. People die by suicide because the life that they exist in is unlivable. And the things that make their life unlivable are directly connected to the culture in which we live. So even if Trey Reed did die by suicide, which I am skeptical about, to be clear, his suicide would still be political because of the fact that he is a black man living in a predominantly white state, a state that has historical cultural ties to lynching, along with all the other ways that systemic racism makes a black person's life unlivable. You think that's saying because his death was a suicide and not a lynching, that means his death is no longer political. But suicide is political. When are we going to realize that people don't die by suicide because they're mentally ill? They die by suicide.
What the
is unlivable.
The world is unlivable because of the scumbag politicians women vote for.
And people like her.
All right. Now,
I mean, you can't even put a cock in her mouth to shut her up. She's got that pecker shredder in there.
I can't believe the shit that's spewed out of that. That's unfucking believable.
Favorite dumb shit because there's so much dumb shit to choose from. Suicide is political.
I literally said nothing that entire minute and 43 seconds.
First of all,
tell that to Robin Williams, okay?
First of all, I don't want to see anyone die by suicide.
No,
right?
Of course not. Of course not.
But literally why we're here.
Huge tragedy.
Oh.
Right. But the thing is, people do it because of depression or something is going crazy in their life.
Terminal illness.
Maybe he broke up with a woman. He's got family problems. You know, and one of the biggest tools that we use against suicide is comedy.
Yeah.
If you could laugh, if you laugh at something, you can defeat it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. And
when you try to chalk it up to every self-deletion is politics, you are trivializing the pain of the people who are left behind.
Correct.
Yeah. Also, you can make a point that isn't even a point. My boy loves to tell me this joke all the time. What's the difference between a knife and a feminist? The knife has a point.
Yep.
In other words, smurf my balls, baby. It's about all you're good for.
Wow. Wow. She was wow.
Very wow, yeah. I mean, I've heard of room temperature IQs, but I think it's a room temperature IQ in Celsius.
And these are the people that are getting into college. And they're wondering why they can't get employed and they have so much student debt.
Here's another one for you. Not only does she obviously have the crazy eyes and the 1,000 Kiyaka stare, but she's also a witch.
Those are dead
Hi, I'm
eyes.
so glad you made it. We're about to hex all the men who are ruining the country. Did you want to come in? Okay, come on. Don't be shy. Come on. Oh, and after this, I should tell you, we're going to go elect the first woman to be the president in our matriarchy. Do you have time for that? You want to come? Okay. What was that? Oh, no, it won't take very long. The women we have here are really strong and powerful. Kind of like Lilith. Do you know her? Yeah. So, yeah, it won't take long. Thank God the patriarchy has fallen.
Oh, my God.
So this is like the inverse of the sadomasochistic power fantasy of The Handmaid's Tale.
Correct.
Which, I'm sorry, that is a fantasy. They want to talk about it like it's something that they all fear, but really it's, you just want to eject your seed in my womb and hold me down.
Yeah. First of all,
No, I really don't.
Mediocre chicks are never going to be in demand just because they're fertile. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
Here's the thing. They always talk about the SA, the sexual assault stuff, right? Now, I've watched a lot of movies where that actually takes place. And watching it on the screen, I'm like, that is just way too much fucking work.
Yeah.
Fuck that. If they're not into it, they can just fucking leave. I don't give a shit.
I think George Carlin was attempting to make jokes about rapé, and he's like, the biggest problem that an Eskimo rapéist has is trying to get wet leather leggings off a woman who's kicking. He's like, I can prove to you rapé is funny. Picture Porky Pig rapéing Elmer Fudd. Now I know what you're going to say. Elmer had it coming to him. He was coming on to Porky. Porky got a hard on. He couldn't control himself. Shit happens. Son of a beep, 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 a beep, beep, beep. Oh, God. I don't even want to look at this woman. I apologize in advance for what is about to assault your eyeballs.
Eye snot. Don't show. Oh, it's eye snot. Ah.
If you're pro-life and you eat animals, I really just don't think I can take you serious.
What the heck is going on here?
If you're pro-life and you eat animals, I really just don't think I can take you serious. I
have no idea why that's like blipping out on it.
Because that's it. She's the one glitching. It's her. She's the
glitch, yeah. So if you're pro-life and you eat animals, I can't take you seriously. Well, how about this? If you're pro-choice, but then you want to flip out over school shootings, I can't take you seriously.
Yeah.
First of all, there's a reason Mother Nature gives crazy colors to animals, and they're almost all dangerous to you.
A little bit.
When you're walking around out there in the real world now, and you have to interact with these people, if you don't have to interact with them, don't.
Yeah.
In fact, like if you go to a restaurant and you have women with crazy hair, whatever, waiting on you, tell the manager, I want somebody else. Because you don't know if they're going to spit in your food. You don't know what they're going to fucking do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're out of their fucking minds. Don't even put yourself in a position to be compromised by them. Avoid them like the plague. No violence. No violence. Just avoid them.
Yes. Only violence if it's in self-defense. It's the only time that it's cleared.
Yeah. Scorning somebody and avoiding them used to be a pretty significant punishment back in the day.
Yeah, we need to bring back the Scarlet Letter. Even though I hate the book. It sucks.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporter Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.